Misha Crossing here with a very special Dreamtown tour. This is, I don't know how to pronounce it, Aika Village. It is a Japanese horror Dreamtown, so I will warn you that, I don't know, it might be a little disturbing, although it's not too bad. But it's a very, very interesting town. It's really cool, much better than watching it in a video to visit it for yourself. And the Dreamtown has been updated with the Welcome Amiibo update, so I will put that dream address in the description box. So let's see what present they have laid out for us. Oh, it's a dolly. I have visited this dream town before, but it has been probably a couple of years, and I'm excited to see it all again. It looks like their town plaza area is... the designs are kind of weirding me out to look at it on my computer screen where it's really big. Lots of statue fountains here. And this town really kind of leads you around in like the way the creator wants you to go around the town. You pretty much have to go through it in a certain way so that it will tell a story. And so we start here at this house. All the text is going to be in Japanese. If I happen to find the translations of what the characters are saying and their names, I will include it on the screen while I'm editing, but I'm not sure if I will. But let's go into this first little house here. Margot has joined me on the desk. She's interested to see what's in this town. Looks very bright and happy. I mean, there's happy birthday candles and cake on the table. A present. Nice decorations, I would say. Someone's dressed up for the holidays. I mean, it looks really nice, wouldn't you say? I mean, you know, at first glance. Let's see what's upstairs. I'm gonna do this whole thing in, should I do the whole thing in my PJs? Oh, and here's upstairs. No, I think I'll change into, my little Quiet Whispers dress, and I've been wearing a different hat in my playthroughs lately, but I'll put my flower crown horns on for now. So this is the upstairs of the first house. There's a dolly, which is the item that was left for us in the town square. Got some paintings here, looks like some childhood drawings, and then a lot of toys back there. Seems very happy, very lovely, very pleasant, very colorful. And the flowers around the house are very colorful too, lots of pink and red. Oh, I see someone walking around up here. Must be our first character who owns this house. Yeah, look, she's dressed up like the person inside the house having the birthday party. Don't know what that said. Like I said, if I find the translation, I'll let you know. More statue fountain. Here's Roscoe looking nice and creepy. Well, he won't be in Japanese. No, okay, you're not from around here, are you? You're from Kodama. Never heard of it. But whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's okay. You're here and welcome. So I guess Roscoe's house is all alone up here. Oh, there's something buried on the secret beach. Wonder if it's just their pitfall seed. If you well, I don't think they offer a wetsuit, so you probably can't see, but there's a grave of some sort. The big focus in this game are, 1, the houses, and then 2, another certain part of town, which we will get to in a moment. So now we have to come up around here. More statue fountains. Forces you to come up and over this bridge, which is really cool that you can, like, pretty much force people to go where you want. A pink PJ shirt. Already have one of those. Okay, now this is the other part of town that's really cool. Oh, look, they have Wisp's lamp. That's really awesome. They decided to leave it there. It's basically a maze, this whole area. Nothing you walk on. There might be a pitfall in there somewhere, I would say, but they have the bushes laid out so well. Oh, that's from the Welcome Amiibo update. That's funny. What else is sitting down here? Vanilla soft serve, sparkling cider, little lollipop, lots of things to eat here. I don't know if this is in the original Dream Town. I don't remember any of these items. There's a party popper. What? Yeah, I felt like it was much plainer last time. I mean, it still looks like very barren and scary, I guess, but... Oh, there's Wisp's lamp again. I guess from one of their other characters. Yeah, I really don't remember all these items at all. That's interesting. But I'm gonna try and go around this whole area here. Oh, what umbrella is this? Peach's parasol. Let's break that out. That's just so fitting for this bright and happy town. Sorry, I'm not gonna look at every single item. I promise. Got some villager houses in front of retail, and now the town hall. And right over there is our first house. How do I get there? I know I can like fill in the holes, but I'm kind of trying to go the way they want me to. Well, yeah, I'll come over here and visit this area. Excuse me, ma'am. Visit this little grave site. Wonder who's buried there, or what? Okay, can I go over this way? Yeah. And here is the second house. There's a statue fountain, some bamboo growing. Oh my goodness, a lot of dead radishes. Gross. So, this looks like the same person. Saying probably something a little different. And this house is quite a bit bigger. Still very colorful. Got a pink mailbox, purple door, maybe, or maybe pink, I can't tell. Blue fence, green roof. Nice and bright and happy. Oh. I really don't know what this is supposed to be. It's just kind of like a maze where you have to sit on a bunch of seats and to get around the room. Oh, there's a rotten radish here, and here's the character, the girl, I guess. And a bunch of dollies dressed in black with their little lunch boxes. Okay. I don't remember that room. Maybe they've added a few things. Let's go see back here. Those cushions are black, so you can't really sometimes tell that you're about to sit on something, and then you just sit on something. Okay, this room is a bunch of toys all turned away from you. I remember this one. It gives me weird vibes. Like, why would the toys, the stuffed animals, all be facing back that way? I don't like it. Alright, let's go over to the side. Side room. It's just gonna take me a minute to get over there. Yay, I didn't have to sit on anything. This is filled with shoes and big white bags and owls and red balloons and a couple big statues of I don't know what. Bat, women, vampires, angels. I think there's either an upstairs or a downstairs, right? Oh, there's both. Okay, well, let's go upstairs first. So we've got Adam and Eve and a snake and an apple. The forbidden fruit. Interesting. So did the girl eat a poisoned radish? Is that what they're getting across? I don't know. Or was she part of a cult that, ate poison together? I don't know. What is this room even? A bunch of money and little guys in the middle of the desert? Is this hell? I don't know why there'd be money. I'm not really sure of the full story of this town, obviously. I know it follows this girl, and I think she... I don't know. We'll see together. Hopefully I can figure it out. But maybe I might not pick up everything. Oh, scary. Run away. It's the scariest part of this town so far. Here we got some more villager houses. Oh, and now it turns into this really, really dead, barren wasteland of dead trees and dead saplings here, and a bunch of weeds and trash. Still more statue fountains, though. Always with the statue fountains. And this is the third house here. Oh, and there's a bubble wand for us. How nice. Now this house still has like a brightly colored roof, but it's definitely much more run down than the rest of them. Oh goodness. Okay, see, this is where it gets me. Ooh. Little maze here of bookshelves. There's an egg back here for some reason. What's this? That's a family. Oh, one of the childhood drawings. Oh, and this guy. What's this guy doing? Yeah, one of those childhood drawings of hers. Some candy, some books. Oh, this thing. Oh, here's another childhood drawing. Yep. Oh, shoot. She scared me. There she is. I can't tell. Does she look any different? I guess panning up like this is kind of cheating. There's a dolly there. I didn't even notice. But no, she doesn't look any different. That's not it, right? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, there's gotta be... I can go into different rooms. Oh, look! This is all from the new Welcome Amiibo update. It's a bunch of really cute stuff, and a lot of fish, and some, like, medical equipment carts, like doctors use when they're performing surgery, or surgeons use when they're performing surgery. Or dentists. I don't know. It's a weird room. Isn't it, Margot? She's just sitting here staring at me. Okay, so that's the way out. Let's see if I can... Pardon me. She won't let me past her. Okay, I'm just gonna... go upstairs and downstairs, and maybe when I get back she'll be in a different place. Okay. This is a little weird. All of the childhood drawings are all over the room, and there's a dolly here watching nothing on TV. And it's only the one childhood drawing of, like, the family. But it just focuses on the mother, maybe? For most of them? Yeah, the mother. So what'd the mother do? Did the mother kill the daughter? Did the parents poison their child? No. Did the dolly kill the girl? I don't know. Oh, this is cute. It's a little, cafe. Oh, that's the name of the village. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the cafe. Quite run down, but still nice. Looks like they're making some good pastries, good coffee, good tea. So yeah, some of this is new, which is really cool. Okay, I already went upstairs. Let's see if she's moved now. Okay, now she's right here. Which is quite annoying. Okay, so there's a room back there. And is there a room over here? Yes, there's also a room over there. And I need to get past her to get to both. This has put me in a bit of a pickle, because you can't, like, force them to move at all. I'm just gonna play around going into different rooms and coming back, and I'll cut to whenever I figure out how to get into the other rooms. Okay, my path is clear now. She's down here. I just wandered the town a bit for a minute and came back. So, let's go. She better not be blocking my way when I come back out of this room. Oh goodness. So, a lot of this features stuff from the new Welcome Amiibo update, so it's interesting to see, like, if the story is changing. I don't really know. But there's an open book with a clover and a closed book in here. Oh, that I can open. It's just the picture book that flips through on its own. And then a bunch of crumpled up, spread out family or childhood drawings. And then this random actual painting. Weird. Okay. So that's the back room. Now we just need to go to the far right room. I mean, I guess it's the only room on the right, so just the right room. Okay, this is all very ramshackly. And then a piano and all the Easter eggs. Guys, I don't know what any of it means. I'm sorry. What I was remembering was that it was about a girl, I thought it was about a girl that killed herself, or maybe it's about a girl that kills her family. Ooh, me and that alligator just came out of the house at the same time. That was weird. But I can't remember now. Maybe the last house will kinda piece it all together for me. Everything's so dead. Especially this part. Goodness. Just a bunch of trash. Dead trees. Tires. Huh. More of the barren wasteland up here. Oh, and here she is again. She doesn't look any different. And the beach over here has a bunch of dead bamboo on it. Cool. Alright, let's go see what this last house has for us. Then up behind it I can see all of those flowers, which I'm sure was quite intentional. This looks similar to the first house. It's smaller. Okay, there's a bunch of trash everywhere. So this is like... yeah, it looks like the first house. Similar furniture, but now there's just a bunch of like trashy food instead of birthday stuff on the table, and then just a lot of trash all around the place. Very sloppy, very messy. But same wallpaper and flooring, I believe. Oh goodness! What is this? The girl and her dolly with an axe behind bars and a lot of statues staring at them? What? Huh. I feel like that's new too. I feel like a lot of this is new. Alright, what about... Okay, nothing over here, nothing over there. Now just an upstairs. Last room. Oh, it's, wow, the girl has been marked out of all the photos. Well, I guess the one of the mom was marked out here. I can't remember what the one on the right was. And then the girl has been marked out of the one in the picture. And the doll now has an axe, and all of these guys are facing away from the dolly, like they're scared. So did the dolly kill the whole family? Or kill the daughter? I suppose? I don't know. Maybe the dolly killed the family in order to be with the girl? Huh. Wonder what's in the dresser. What is seen cannot be unseen. Fitting for this kind of town. Well, that is Ika Village. If some of you all... I'll probably find the actual story behind the town while I'm researching the translations for all the things the characters say, so I will post that if I do find it. Or maybe the poster didn't really make the story clear, and it's kind of up to us. Probably not. They probably had a very specific story in mind, and I'm just forgetting it. I hope you all enjoyed touring this town. There's one other town, horror town, that I would like to visit on this channel that I am thinking of right now, but there might be more cool horror towns out there. I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically the cannibal town. It's much bloodier and more obviously a horror town. This one is very subtle and really based in the the clues for the stories and all the different houses. But it's cool how it transitions from everything being very lively and colorful to being very dark and dreary and dead. But yeah, the cannibal town is really cool. It's just a little bit more graphic, but still not terrible, but very strange and very interesting. I'll have to see if it's been updated with the Welcome Amiibo update. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow my other social media, links are in the description box. I will be back up soon with a new episode of Let's Play Animal Crossing New Leaf. You'll have a wonderful day, be kind to one another, and don't forget to be awesome. Bye.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Natnator, and welcome to another creepypasta reading. Although, this isn't actually a creepypasta. It's a post on a forum that has some interesting points about a certain village in a particular game. This is the dream town, Ika Village, in the game Animal Crossing New Leaf. I haven't played the game myself, so unfortunately it doesn't mean much to me, but a friend of mine recommended this read, so, yeah. Now as always, turn out the light, get comfortable, and let the story begin. Hi, I personally know the creator of Ika Village, and I want to share with you all about the true story behind this village. I think this story deserves more recognition. It is about the creator's life. Basically, it's about a girl who was raped, and how she suffered from many disorders like schizophrenia, personality disorders, etc. I'll explain more about the details below. This topic consists of sensitive subjects, just a heads up to you all. When you first wake up inside the dream, you'll see the strange black and white patterns on the ground all over the place. When you move around and look at these patterns, you'll notice that they'll make your eye vision a bit strange. This symbolizes the point of view in her eyes in her early childhood. She sees things differently from others. Waking up from the bed to see these patterns symbolizes how she had awoken from childbirth and every day of wakings as a baby. She developed disorders and grew up to learn and see things differently. The disorders she developed was personality disorder and schizophrenia. There are flowers around the first house because she used to talk to flowers when she was a child, and because of her disorders, the flowers would talk back to her. When you enter the first house, there is a birthday cake and a present. Of course, this symbolizes her birthday. She got a doll for her birthday. The mannequins symbolize her imaginary friends that she would hallucinate from schizophrenia and her personality disorder as well. The present was her first doll, and she would hallucinate this doll talking to her, just like the flowers. Upstairs is her bedroom. She had many toys as a child, and she loved to paint. She had an art talent, and she loved her mother very much. She had a pet dog and lived with her parents. She's an only child, which is why that is painted on the paintings displayed upstairs. When you're walking in the direction of the second house, things start to get a bit ugly. As she grew up, she began to see things more differently and more scary. Instead of the pretty flowers that used to talk to her, there are ugly weeds. This resembles how she grew up and began to see and hallucinate things differently. It seems that as she grew up, her disorders did as well, and the slow, scary change in the environment in this town resembles this. If you walk to the Lost and Found, there are tons of beehives. This resembles how she used to talk to the bees as well, whenever she would talk to flowers. When you enter the second house, there is a maze. This resembles how her life became a maze as she grew up as a child and struggled with the disorders she had. The signs represent running away. When you finish the maze of chairs, you enter a room and see all those dolls. Those resemble her toys. Because of her schizophrenia, she would hallucinate them with voices. They're turned around from you because in her hallucinations, they turned their backs on her and hated her. She hallucinated this because when she was stressed out, especially as a schizophrenic, she hallucinated bad things, and as a result she hurt herself, whether it be physically or mentally. So from here, she hallucinated her dolls going against her as a way to hurt herself. At the time, she had no friends, and her only friends were the voices that she heard in her toys. When you turn around, there are eyes on the wall that is looking at the dolls. This resembles her eyes. In these eyes you see confusion, fear, despair, and anger. All because her dolls hate her, and it hurts. Upstairs there is Adam, Eve, and the snake. She put this in there because she grew up in the religion of Jesus Christ, and she would think that the reason why she lived horribly in her mind is because of Eve, who she believed to be the first woman born on earth, and also the first woman to disobey God and take the apple. She believed that because of this, every woman now would be punished as well as her. She believed that she's being punished with disorders, and she believed that she was born a punishment to her mother because of the disorders she has, and how she took it out on her family many times. In the basement, there is a party. All those dolls represent her imaginary friends and people and dolls she hallucinated voices from. The axe represents the terror behind this disorder. Outside, dog houses are buried, because she killed her own dog from the stress she suffered with. The mittens that lay by the graves represent her hands, because it is her hands that killed her dog. On the beach there are shoes, because she developed severe depression and attempted suicide many times. In the third house, there are bookshelves and the doll. In this point of time, she is around her teenage. The books resemble how she would go around and read about her disorders and ways to treat it. The sound you hear in this room with bookshelves resemble the scary screams she would hallucinate. If you find what item it is coming from, and if you notice the more you get closer, the more high-pitched it gets. This resembles how every time she attempted to get close to a treatment in her studies, she got very pressured and doubtful of finding a cure. The stress of all this pressure and doubt made her screaming hallucinations worse. The room with the journal and papers resemble her diary pages and drawings. She looked at writing and journalism as a way to relieve the stress these disorders gave her. Upstairs is her room in her teen years. The paintings displayed everywhere represents a drawing of herself. As an artist, she constantly drew herself because growing up with the disorders she had on her own, and how she went against herself every time, she thought that loving herself more would change that. In the basement there is a room. The bed has an outline of a person. This resembles how she got raped. The doll is there to resemble her disorders, and the tiny pink baby bed resembles how she suffered with pregnancy from this rape. The doll that sits in front of it resembles how she lost her mind from her disorders, and out of fear and stress, got a miscarriage purposely. In the fourth house, the house is messy. This resembles how messy her life became. Upstairs, she crosses everyone out in the paintings because she realized that she went through all of this alone. Downstairs in the room behind the dresser stands the doll, heads, and the mannequin. This resembles her and her imaginary friends in her head that went through this all alone. All the animal houses have dolls, because it represents how her disorders, the doll, got in the way of getting along with people. But if you notice one house, which contains no dolls at all, resembles her best friend that was there for her through all of this, the only person who was close to her. His house is space-themed, because in the real life, her best friend loves space. I hope I explained this well.
This is how I roll. This is how I roll.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the second season of Theory Month. And to start off this Theory Month, we head back to Animal Crossing. I don't know what it is about Nintendo or Animal Crossing, but these two things just make your imagination run wild and come up with theories about them. I mean, this game should have no one thinking about its dark secrets. There's talking cute animals, for God's sake. I mean, in this game, all you do is talk to animals, do favors, dig, get money, and get items for your house with hard work. Like I said, hard were. But here I am, yet again, looking at this kid-friendly game, trying to find the darker meaning behind its cute appearance. I mean, in reality, this game is kinda dark already. I mean, a horse named Elmer and a bull named Angus? I think we know where they're headed. But besides all of that, people always seem to find reasons why Animal Crossing is not as innocent as it seems. This all started back when I got a message from a Hero Forever, or Emerald X2, from Reddit. She told me that he had a theory about Animal Crossing and wanted me to cover it. I was interested, and here is what Hero Forever had to say about Animal Crossing. In the Animal Crossing games, you, the player, are actually dead. In Animal Crossing, you are in purgatory. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? Well, let's look at the evidence. In Animal Crossing, you are driven to Purgatory by car or train, depending on the game. Now, many people regard Purgatory as a place of punishment, where you undergo purification, so as to achieve the holiness necessary to enter heaven. But many others understand it as a sort of waiting room a soul stays in before entering heaven. You enter a town that is populated with cute humanoid talking animals. This seems perfect for your character, a small child. The perfect environment to keep you calm and relaxed. Your character is clearly unaware that they have died, and this is something your own personal purgatory seeks to hide from you. Why? Because your character is not in heaven yet, and isn't safe from suffering heartache and other traumas from the knowledge that they have passed on. I mean, how would you feel being a young child, having your whole life ahead of you, then to suddenly learn that you don't get that chance? That would be very traumatizing, and just imagine how that could affect you. Now, while your character is clearly in some kind of flowy haze, and he or she doesn't question how or why there are talking humanoid animals, your purgatory knows that you are still able to discover that you have died, and thus, it does everything in its power to distract you. You are given your own house, you're able to collect money, to shop at a department store that grows with time. You can dig up fossils and donate them to a museum. Everything is designed to keep you from getting bored, and you can never leave the town. This is because you, obviously, can never come back to life. Now, you can get on a train and travel to a friend's town, but the town you arrive in is almost the exact same as your own. When you seek to visit another town, your own purgatory realizes that you're becoming bored with your own. Thus, it creates another version of itself, with enough differences in it to keep you entertained. It also wants you to think that you have the freedom to leave, even though you do not. Now, there is no evidence to tell what purgatory truly is, as many believe it is the place where you get cleansed of your sins to go to heaven. How this cleansing works is you, by way of painful temporary punishment, which is like the eternal punishment of hell, is associated with the idea of fire. But many also say that purgatory is just the waiting room for you, until you are ready to go into heaven. You are ready for heaven when you find enlightenment and or acceptance. It's like you passed away before reaching the acceptance stage of the 5 stages of grief. So this purgatory would keep you there until you can accept your fate. In the case of this theory, the character you are playing as died as a child, maybe even in a train or car accident, hence why you're riding in either of those forms of transportation in the beginning of the game. As your character is a kid, he or she is envisioning talking to animals who are his or her friends. This makes sense for the imagination of a kid. Also, to add with all the TV shows and movies with talking animals like Disney movies or Looney Tunes, this makes this familiar to a kid. This theory has also helped with how simple everything seems. When I was a kid, I assumed everything in life was simple. Going to school, getting a job, getting money, paying bills. As a young kid, I assumed, like many other children, that all of the grown-up stuff would be simple. Of course, being an adult now, I have learned it is not simple with taxes and mortgages. But as a child, in your purgatory, anything and everything is simple. Paying bills is simple, making friends is simple, making money is simple, digging up freaking dinosaur fossils is simple. Everything is simple, just as a child would imagine it. Also to add are the gyroids you can collect in the game, which are based on Japanese haniwa, which are clay figurines buried with the dead. There is a theory with these haniwa that when buried with the dead, the soul of the deceased would reside in the haniwa. There are also haniwa that are equipped with weapons and armor, and these are thought to be containers for souls. The armor and weapons would serve the purpose of driving away evil spirits and protecting the buried. Since there are gyroids, or haniwa, present in the game, it may give a hint that the haniwa that were buried with you came with you to the afterlife. And if you think this child died in modern day due to the presence of modern day electronics and such in the game, and the haniwa were made in the 3rd to 6th century AD, this would make the haniwa or gyroids presence in the game obsolete. Well, it is said that the usage of haniwa has largely declined in modern day society, but has not ceased. And lastly, with the haniwa or gyroids, there is an Easter egg within the Animal Crossing game that makes this theory even stronger. When traveling to a town on another memory card, if you turn off or restart your game while entering onto the train, when you enter back into the game, you are met with an animal neighbor from your town who explains that you were in another town and you've lost all of your items and money. And when you come out of your house returning to the game, you are met with this. Your face has been swapped with a gyroid's face, or the face of a haniwa. Remember before, it was thought that the soul who was buried with the haniwa would reside within the haniwa. This child's soul would be contained within the haniwa or the gyroid, hence showing that your soul has passed to the afterlife, and the haniwa has traveled with you. And to add to this, your neighbors in the town act like nothing is different, like everything is normal. This is showing again that in your purgatory, everything is acting normal to keep you calm. But also maybe this massive presence of the gyroids and the fact that your face can be turned into one, maybe this is showing small hints to your soul that he or she is dead, and maybe it's getting time to move on. Pretty much everything fits into place. The town you are brought into, the humanoid animals, the haniwa, everything fits. In Animal Crossing, you are playing as a child who has passed away but has not reached acceptance. When will the soul reach acceptance? Who knows? Maybe when you stop playing, or maybe when you demolish the city, or maybe this young soul is meant to wander in their own purgatory forever as they are unable to come to terms with their fate. And you thought when you were buying that cute video game from Nintendo, it would have nothing dark or disturbing in it. Well, think again. Because you, or maybe even your child, may be playing a purgatory simulator. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the first theory video of Theory Month. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tell me what you think of this theory down in the comments. Do you agree? Or do you think it's full of crap? I would really love to know. And if you enjoyed, please feel free to like and subscribe. The next theory video will be out soon. Again, thank you so much for watching.